Oh, we've got a lot of power. We are popping some wheelies. Oh, off-road. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. What is going on, guys? Get123 here with another brand new game here on my channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at Scrap Mechanic. This is a brand new game that just came out and it's in alpha currently at the moment, but let me just tell you right now, this game so far is incredible. I'm loving everything this game has to offer. I'm going to give you guys the gist of it and kind of just give you an overview, what you can expect from Scrap Mechanic. So basically this is actually a multiplayer survival game, but since the game's currently in alpha, there's actually no real survival mode yet, but what you can do is build some amazing vehicles with some really amazing intuitive controls. So that's what we're going to be doing today, guys. We are going to be showing you how you can make a vehicle here in Scrap Mechanic. So we are just in creative mode right now, and first let me just say, wow, this game, I love the art style of this game. The cell shading looks really good, and I'm a really big fan of how this game looks. So the first thing you want to do when building your vehicle here is place one of these, and these you can raise and lower, and these lifts will allow you to work on your vehicle. So we have our lift here in the middle of this in this clearing, and so what we're gonna do here is go select the wooden blocks, and actually if you hit the I key, there's a whole bunch of different blocks and parts you can use, but today we're gonna keep it pretty basic, pretty simple, and you know, just stick to the basics, I guess. So why don't we start out by clicking this, dragging it out, and I don't know how big we want this vehicle to be. It's gonna be a wooden vehicle, and that looks a little thin. Why don't we take it out a few spaces and try to do about the same thing on the other side. I hope we have symmetry. Let's see, how does that look? Oh, that does not quite look symmetrical now, does it? What we can do now is use the other mouse key and take off that part, and that looks a little better. That looks symmetrical. So what you need to do to make a vehicle is obviously start out with a base, and then once you've got that, let's just kind of take it step by step. What we're going to do is, we're going to place a block there, and we are going to place a block there. And now we're going to raise it up, and we can actually do that to all four corners. And I'm going to show you guys how to connect these tires to the engine and all that good stuff. So I think what we need to do, we need to decide what's going to be our front. I'm thinking this end can be our front, so we're going to place a bearing right there, and a bearing right there, and then another block on top of it. And now this bearing, once we have it set up, is going to allow this block to spin. And that's going to be important because that's what our steering is going to be attached to. And now here we don't need a bearing because we're not going to have any rear steering, so we can just place those there. And let's see, I'm thinking we might want to give this vehicle some suspension, maybe even some off-road suspension. So we can just grab this here and drag it down and replace our weapon that we really don't need. And you might notice this game is kind of similar to Minecraft. Well, I don't want to say it's similar. It's got similar controls. It's going to feel familiar as you're playing it, but I don't want to really compare it to Minecraft because it's kind of its complete own entity. It's totally unique, and I'm loving it so far. So there's our suspension coming on in. Nice, nice. And so far, this is looking good. And at any given point, like I said, check it out. You can raise and lower this thing wherever you need it, so it makes working on your vehicles really easy. And now I'm thinking if we place a block here and here, now let me think how we need to do this. What we need is one more bearing here, because if you want anything to spin, if you want anything to be able to spin, it's got to be mounted on a bearing. So now what we're going to do is go to our inventory here and take out the big tire. We're taking out the big tire. We don't want to be working with these small tires. And we're just going to plop him right there and plop this dude right there, plop. There we go. There we go. Pretty nice, pretty nice. And we can do the same thing back here. And now back here we are going to need the bearings because, yeah, we don't need steering, but we do need to have our wheels be able to spin. So let's place one there and the fourth and final wheel. So right now at this point, we've got a pretty good vehicle started. We've got some nice beefy off-road suspension and off-road tires, but we're not done yet. We're not done. So what we can do is jump up on here, and we're going to place a driver's seat. Now, we can hit the Q key to rotate, and since that is our front, that's the way we want it facing. And now, unfortunately, I did not make this vehicle symmetrical. Oh, that's my OCD gets triggered by that. No, I don't know. It's, you know, if you have your choice, of course you always want things to be centered up and tidy and whatnot, but that's okay. So right behind the seat, we're gonna put our engine. So now that's pretty much all we need. What we can do now is wire this bad boy up and make everything work. So you take out this tool right here. This is the one on the far right, and it looks, you know, somewhat like this. And this is what is called your connector. This thing here is going to allow you to connect everything and make things work. So what you want to do is you start off by connecting your engine to your tires. So connecting that is going to make that tire spin. Connecting that, now that tire is going to spin. And connect these tires. And lastly, connect this one right there. Now, one thing we do need to make sure of is that all of our tires are going the right way. So you can see this one there. That's better. That's better. This one too. And then on the other side, those should be good. So now we have power going to our tires, but how do we control that? Well, what we've got to do is connect our engine to our control room, or whatever you want to call it. And then lastly, I think what we need to do is connect our steering. You can see these bearings here. You remember we put these in earlier in the video, and so when we come over to this side, we can just drag that right there. And so now take a look. You can see this diagram here shows you how everything works. We've got power going to our tires and steering going to our bearings, and we've got four-wheel drive action. Now, I don't know, this thing might be ready to drive. It might be ready to drive, so why don't we set out on our first test run. Gotta lower that down a little bit more so we can get in. And actually, oh wait, hold on. What we need to do first is remove this dude. Sweet, check it out. Standing on its own, and let's just make a little thing that we can hop up on, just to make sure we can actually get up. Oh no, actually, check it out. Haha, we can jump on the tires. Forget I even put those blocks there. We don't need those. And so, let's see, we're gonna hit E to use our engine. Let's give it a little bit of power. Let's give it a little bit of power. And, I don't know guys, it might be ready to go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, alright. Oh, not right. Okay, this might look right to you, but what I'm experiencing right now is some inverted steering, meaning I hit left and my vehicle goes right, or I hit right and my vehicle goes left. So what we need to do is jump off, and that means that these bearings are actually reversed. So we pull out our connector, and we can just tap to change the rotational direction. There we go. So we tap both of them. We can get back in this driver's seat now. And now our steering is beautiful. It is perfect. It is exactly what we wanted. So there we actually have a vehicle just like that. But I don't know about you guys, but I think we can make this a little better. Why don't we, let's see what we can do here. For one, we can punch up the power on the engine. Slide that bad boy up right there. And I don't know. Let's just fill this thing out. Actually, you know what I want to do real quick? I think we can do it pretty quickly. Why don't we make this a 6-wheeled vehicle? This is going to be a 6-wheel off-road vehicle. So we're going to pull out our stand. And actually, we're going to place this bad boy right back up on that stand. And now, it should be pretty easy to add these other tires here. So we're going to place this here, bring this dude down, and we got to do our suspension. And now, I don't think this one's really going to need steering, so that should be okay. And place that right there, and then slap on a tire. Ooh, but not with a bearing, or not without a bearing, rather. There we go. Check it out. Oh my goodness, this is already looking pretty sweet. So we're going to go do the same thing really quick on the other side. So let's see, where's that one at? We want to make sure we have symmetry. Symmetry is good. It makes the mind feel good, you know? It satisfies the brain to see symmetry. So we're going to place another one of these, and another quick little bearing, and then a tire. Look how quick and easy that is. Look how quick and easy it is. So let's pull out our connector and see what we've got going on. Now, I'm pretty sure I remember reading that you can only have 5 tires per engine. So if we wanted to, what we could do, and I guess what we will do, because why the heck not, let's add a second engine. Let's add a second engine. We're doing it because we want to have a 6x6. That is what we want. So we are going to connect this bad boy, this engine, to this tire. and same engine to the other new tire we have. But right now we don't have anything to communicate with that engine to that tire, so what we need to do is just connect this engine to our command center. And now I'm not totally sure, but I think if I'm correct, I think this vehicle should be ready to go. Full 6x6, so let's try it out. Make sure you remove the lift. Oh, right, make sure you remove the lift. Terrific idea. So we're gonna come underneath, remove that lift, jump right back up, take a seat, pop a squat, and nice. Oh, we've got a lot of power. We are popping some wheelies. Oh, off-road. Here we go. Oh, Jesus. We are falling back. Wow, this dude is just out of control. So once you fall off, once you flip over, you can jump off, and all you need to do is bring this back out, and you can place it right back on there and do that. So we've got a really nice start here. I think the last thing we should do, just real quick, is why not fill this thing out? Why not fill it out a little bit? So I'm thinking what we want to do is let's put on a wall here. Now this isn't going to be visually pleasing, you know? We're not really necessarily going for a nice looking vehicle. We're just looking for something quick and effective. Quick and efficient. So that looks pretty good. Oh yeah, here we go, here we go. This isn't looking too bad. Oh, wrong button. I did not mean to get back inside of there quite yet. So then we're gonna drag this guy here. Oops, that's the wrong spot. Right like that. Perfect. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking good. Now, what do we do in the front? I don't know. We can at least put something across here. Oops, that's the wrong way again. You gotta use the Q key. I keep forgetting. The Q key is what allows you to toggle what direction these are going to move when you're doing this. And let's see. I don't know. What else does this 6x6 need? Let's take a second and think. All right, well, I thought of one thing this vehicle needs, and what is that? It's a way to get in, because now it's jacked up, it's high off the ground, so I don't know if I for sure know how to do this or not, but we're going to give it a try. We are going to see if we can add a door that can open and have a ramp come down and basically let us in. So what we need to do is place a bearing right here, and then I think we just need to put our door, ooh, don't remove that bearing yet. Now this door is going to have to be pretty tall at the moment. Well, it didn't like that at all. Let's try that again. I don't know why that didn't. There we go. So I know right now that looks ridiculous, but trust me, just stay with me here. I think this should work. So what we need to do now is take one of these. This is a switch, and we're going to replace our rock piece there. And we also need a controller. So once you have those, what should we replace here? We'll just replace the handbook. That's a pretty good choice. So what we are going to do now is take out our connector. Or actually, let's set up the controller first. So we're going to plop the controller right here. And then we're going to put a switch directly below it. And then let's pull out our connector. And what we want is the switch to connect to the controller, and the controller to connect to the door bearing. And now let's see what we've got when we press this button. Nothing yet. We don't have anything yet. What we need to do is edit our rotations. Now, this part can be a little confusing. Let's try bringing it down 120 degrees and see what that does. So we have it going from 0 to 135 degrees. Let's exit out. And now let's try pressing the switch. Ooh, nice. Okay, so we have movement, but that movement's going the wrong way. So let's try taking it 130 or so degrees in the other direction. 150. Let's see what that does now when we press the switch. Oh my goodness, check it out. We have a way to get right into our vehicle. And then, wait, where's our button? Where's our button? We just need to be able to close it. Just need to be able to close it. We are so close. We have a beautiful ramp to get on. And then, once you are inside, here, let's try this. Whoa! All right, let's try that a second time. So if we just get right here, there we go. So that is our way to get inside. How cool is that? So I'm going to beef this thing out a little bit, fill it out, and then show you guys kind of at the end here what we've got. Alright guys, so here is what I've finished up with. I filled it out a little bit, and We're going to drive this thing around here for a little bit, but now let me just show you the complete product just for now. You know, this isn't anything I'm necessarily proud of, but it is pretty much my first vehicle in this game, and we're learning, and that's all that's important. So check it out. To get in, all you got to do is come here in the back and press this switch, and the door will open up for you. How cool is that? Then as you're going in, just press the switch before you leave. And check it out, it closes behind you. We've got both our engines back here. That engine's not in such a good spot. It's kind of in the way, but that's okay for now. And then you can sit down and use it, and there you have it. We have our 6x6 moving shelter. This thing, we can live in it. We can take it where we need to take it. And oh my goodness, this off-road suspension definitely made it really spongy. When we floor it, we pop ridiculous wheelies, and even braking. Oh, man. Yeah, it's easy to take it out of control, but I would say this is a pretty good first attempt. I mean, here we have it. We have a 6x6 moving shelter. Honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself here. You just gotta be careful that you don't jump and bounce out of control. So, guys, please let me know what you thought of this first episode of Scrap Mechanic. Guys, I love this game so far. This is a game that I would love to play more of, so I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Make sure you tell me what you think in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and with that, please stay tuned for more videos in the future. I will see you next time. Oh, we're really tugging along. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, here we go. They look like they're having a fantastic time here on the wonderful ride of doom. This is just a thing of beauty. What else do you do in Grand Theft Auto 5? You kill people, you drive around like a maniac, and that's where the true fun is.